Hi, do you have your client's plank? Did you know that the plank pattern is one of the most common exercises that create and perpetuate low back issues? Hi there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Integrative Movement Insider. And this is part 4 of a 4-part series on working with your clients that have low back issues, chronic low back issues such as disc issues, osteoarthritis, and or spinal stenosis. And the reason this information is so important to you as a health and fitness professional is that you need to help your clients develop their best strategy and use the exercises that are most appropriate for them, whether they have disc issues or if they have osteoarthritic or spinal stenosis type of issues. Because the same exercises that can help an individual with disc issues can create and perpetuate issues if they have spinal stenosis. And the exercises and strategies for spinal stenosis can actually create more disc types of issues. So if you missed parts 1 through 3 of this series, make sure you check them out before watching this, because this information will build directly upon the information I shared with you in parts 1 through 3. And again, thank you for joining us and allowing us to share this information with you and helping you on your journey to being that expert that your clients need and want and your potential clients will seek out. In this edition, part 4, I'm going to share with you why the plank pattern can create and perpetuate so many issues, and when performed properly can help your clients, whether they have disc issues, osteoarthritic changes, and or spinal stenosis. Because it really comes down to one thing, and that's the system, the principle-based system that you're using with your clients, and the principle-based system that we're sharing with you in this series and all the series of Integrative Movement Insider. And it's the principle-based system that guides and directs everything we do with our own clients in our office. And that's the Integrative Movement System and the principles ABC: alignment, breathing, and control. Because how you help your clients create their most optimal and efficient strategy is by helping them better align their thoracopelvic cylinder, so the thorax over top the pelvis, while maintaining their most optimal neutral position of their spine, and then also creating that three-dimensional breathing strategy, so that way they reinforce optimal alignment and properly stabilize their trunk, spine, pelvis, and hip complex, because breathing, three-dimensional breathing, is how we create and stabilize our trunk, spine, pelvis, and hip complex. And then finally, control, using the right strategy, the right muscle strategy at the right time to complete the exercise. So what happens in the plank pattern is what we've all been taught. And what we've all been taught, and probably you've been taught exactly the same way I was taught, is that when you're in the plank position, you want to pull the abs in and squeeze the butt and tuck under to squeeze the butt cheeks, oftentimes as if you're squeezing a $100 bills or a dime between, or a quarter between the butt cheeks, to help stabilize the spine, to create core stability. Unfortunately, that strategy directly perpetuates many of our clients' issues. Because as we've been discussing in this series, the most important thing that you can do when you're working with your clients that have disc issues, spinal osteoarthritis, and or spinal stenosis is help them create more optimal alignment and control of their thoracopelvic cylinder. And then to teach them how to use this alignment and control strategy through their core exercises. So what's the problem with the plank pattern? Performed with pulling the abs in and squeezing the glutes and tucking the butt and going into posterior pelvic tilt, is that it directly violates our principles. We're not helping our clients align better, and we're not helping them control better. In fact, we're actually perpetuating the problem, the position that creates the most amount of disc problems. And it's not helping the client actually learn how to use their core muscles appropriately to optimally and efficiently align the thoracopelvic cylinder. So here's how we set up the plank pattern to help our clients create their most optimal and efficient movement strategy as it relates to the plank position. And pay particular attention to the alignment of my thoracopelvic cylinder, or the thorax, lumbar spine, and pelvis, and how I maintain alignment as I go into this modified plank position. Notice in the traditional plank pattern, the way most of us have learned it, with overactivation of the abdominal wall and the glutes, it pulls the spine into spinal flexion and the pelvis into posterior pelvic tilt, both of which increase stress upon the spine as well as the head and neck.
Now notice how I align my head and neck over top my thoracolpelvic cylinder. I hinge forward to place my forearms upon the bench, and then I lift my pelvis so that my entire thoracolpelvic cylinder is parallel to the floor. I'm concerned about the line between my head and neck and my thoracolpelvic cylinder so that I'm in my most neutral alignment. In this position, I'll engage my core and maintain three-dimensional breathing. I'm concerned with the alignment of the thoracolpelvic cylinder, not in maintaining a straight line between the head and the feet. In this position, you're teaching your client a more optimal and efficient alignment and control and breathing strategy.
So I hope that helped explain and demonstrate why cueing your client in the non-optimal position actually perpetuates our client's issues. It pulls their pelvis into posterior pelvic tilt. It creates excessive lumbar spine flexion. It creates flexion and compression of the trunk, and it's not teaching your client a more optimal and efficient strategy. With the modification, the modified plank position, it really helps your client create their most optimal and efficient posture alignment as you're loading them up. So it's a way to teach them how to start to strengthen around a more optimal and efficient strategy. And that way, you help them reinforce all the concepts that we've been discussing in this series. And that's ultimately how you help your clients get over and recover from and create a more optimal strategy, an efficient strategy, so they have less tightness, less discomfort, and can successfully move towards accomplishing their health and fitness goals. And that's how you help your current clients with chronic low back and even hip issues and even upper back and neck issues as well. So this is Dr. Evan Osar. I want to thank you for allowing us to share this information and be part of your journey. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned because we've got great resources coming up for you to help you further develop your expert status so that you can be the go-to expert in your area, differentiate yourself, and make more money as a health and fitness professional. So stay tuned, and we'll see you soon at Integrative Movement Insider. Make it a great day.